it's Kristen, and we are making sausage balls today. And I don't know about y'all, but sausage balls has always been kind of a staple in our household, like especially in warmer weather, and especially at Christmas. I feel like every Christmas event that I go to, you have sausage balls. It's quick, it's easy, travels well, it's hearty, all the things. So if you are here, say hello. Say hello, hello. And I'm so excited. I'm going to try to share really quick. Hi, everyone. So sausage balls, and it's actually like a cheap way to cook for a lot of people. So I'm gonna throw this in Club Gourmet. Let me cook something yummy. Okay. All right. Hey, if you're here, say hello. We are making sausage balls. Now, so when I was looking up these recipes, I've always made them literally the same way. When I was 16, okay, so my mom used to allow us to do a Christmas party for our friends every year. But the thing we had to do is we had to cook the food. She would allow us to go to the grocery store, give us a budget, that kind of thing. And she would allow us to and so we had things like bagel bites. But I remember the first time I ever had sausage balls was at my friend Brittany's house. So I remember her sister is actually the one who made them. And that was the first time I'd ever had them. So I called Brittany and I was like, can you please tell your sister to tell me what the recipe is to those sausage balls? So of course it was just like, Kristen, you kind of throw it all together and I kind of do this and the texture has to be kind of like this. And yeah, that's how I started cooking sausage balls. That's why I love sausage balls. So tell me if you love sausage balls as much as I do, because you have to, really. Okay. All right. So we are going to get started. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So the thing is that I don't know if y'all follow this lady either. I follow this lady. She's probably in her 70s. Her name's Brenda Gant. Y'all might follow her. She I think she's only on Facebook, but she cooks all the time for her family. She is, I want to say she lives in Mississippi, but she's just Southern cooking. So she will say, just use what you got. So I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to back this up just a little bit. And I got a new stand, so I'm really excited about that too. I'm going to move this over here. And we're going to move my table right here. We are going to use the mixer, but I'm going to put the bowl right here. So what I have, it says to use Bisquick, but Bisquick is basically the same thing as pancake mix, right? So I don't have Bisquick, but I do have pancake mix. I'm going to use that. And it's supposed to be creamy. So this recipe calls for cream cheese. I use my cream cheese with my pasta salad that I made a couple days ago. So I've got some milk left over. I'm going to pour some milk in it. And then it calls for 1 cup shredded cheese, but I am going to put more cheese in it. It just depends on what you like. But I will show you the consistency and all that. And of course, it calls for hot sausage, a pound of it. My family is not going to eat it super hot, so I just got the regular Jimmy Dean I need my scissors. Sausage. I'm going to put, okay. So I'm going to take my rings off, put them up here so I don't forget them. Okay. Now, first things first, we're going to cut this. And we're going to just put our pork sausage in. My daughter is so excited. Usually, y'all know we homeschool. So, usually they are on their own for lunch. I used to make like breakfast, lunch, and dinner when we first started homeschooling. But now I just do, most of the time we do breakfast. And then we're going to add a little bit of milk. Add it to your liking, okay? So we added milk. I might put a little bit more in there. That was probably a fourth a cup of milk. But now I don't make lunch anymore. We either do leftovers or I say you're on your own. A lot of times she gets up after I cook breakfast because me and my husband get up pretty early. We get up around 5:45, so we are starving by, I usually cook like 7:45, I guess. And she won't get up until later, like 9:30, sometimes 8:30. Okay, so it calls for 2 cups of Bisquick, but like I said, I have pancake mix, so I'm gonna do 2 cups of this. Let me see, that's not quite a cup. Let's do this. I'm trying not to make a complete mess. How do y'all make your sausage balls? Is there something that you put in it? Do you put different cheeses in it? Have you had it with different cheeses? Do you like hot sausage or no? Some people love spicy food. My daughter does like spicy food, but my husband is not huge in the spice department. Oh, that's perfect. Like, that's gonna be literally maybe it might be a little bit more pancake mix than what I usually do. No, that's really good. Okay, that's cup 2. And we're just gonna, you know what, you're gonna chunk this for me. Just put it back there. Chunk that. All right, and then it says 1 cup of shredded cheese. But, Noelle, do we ever do 1 cup of shredded cheese?
No, it's probably a big
No. And I would say I always do 2 cups of the mix. But I probably usually do 2 cups of cheese. I think it depends on what you like. If you want it to be more like bready, then do it that way. I like for it to be a little bit more cheesy. Okay, I'm gonna put this up. Hey, Storm. Okay, now, I'm not gonna turn my back, but I am gonna move all this stuff around so y'all can see this. Okay. And we might add more. Can y'all see that good? Okay. Here we go. I think this is gonna work. We might add a little bit more milk, depending on what. So I'm gonna put that there, and y'all can kind of see what it looks like. And now we're gonna mix it up. Do y'all have a KitchenAid, or do y'all just use, sometimes I wish, I need to get an actual handheld also, but I do love my KitchenAid. Okay, here we go. think I'm going to add a little bit more milk to this. I'll set y'all there. So it's probably going to end up being like a half a cup. There we go. There we go. Now it's a mixing. So you can kind of tell, and I'm sure if you put a whole block of cream cheese in it, that you can kind of tell now it's getting a little bit more blended in. So I'm going to turn my mixer up a bit. Somebody said hey. Can you tell me who said hey? Because I can't see it.
Jerry.
Hey, Jerry Ann. Okay. So I'm going to turn it up. That was pretty good. I think that's enough milk right there. Here you go. Will you put that up? Thank you. I'm going to get it good and mixed in. Will you give me a spatula, please? No, a spatula with the hearts on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you. Alright. Oopsie. Okay. So now you can see it's like a dough-like consistency. Hey! And now we're gonna, I just roll them into balls, or what we can do, Noelle, will you hand me a spoon, like a big spoon? So I'm going to get this off here. Tell me if y'all have ever made sausage balls. Have you ever made sausage balls? And yeah, first let's do that. Have you ever made sausage balls? Okay. We get waste not, want not. I was trying to get out of here to where I didn't have to leave y'all and wash my hands, but it looks like I am gonna have to do that. Hey, will you give me the spray, the pan, the
Pan spray.
no, yeah, the pan spray. Okay. Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna spray my spoon. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands really, really quick. Okay. We're back. Sorry. Hi! We're making sausage balls! Okay. I'm gonna kind of spray. Oh my goodness. I lost the thing. Okay. Spray my spoon a bit. So I'm gonna do about this much. I don't care if they look pretty or not. I mean, you could do, and I'll move this back. And then I'll move this over. Okay, there we go. So I just have my parchment paper down, and I'm gonna scoop them out, kind of form them a little bit, maybe with my 2 fingers, and then put them down. And these, I've already got my oven on preheat for 350 degrees, and we're gonna cook them. And it's also up to you, like, about how long you want to cook. Some people love their sausage balls really crispy, and some people like them just done, but I like the taste of that crispy, cheesy taste. Like if I buy Cheez-Its, which I never do because they make, I can't stop eating them. But if I do buy them, I get those ones that are crispier. That guy was a little small. So how do y'all like, so I might do mine for like 12 minutes, something like that. And this is the longest process of the cheese ball, is putting them, it's like cookies. It's like you're making cookies and you're putting it down on parchment paper. I've seen people do it with a little ice cream scoop. I just don't have one. You work with what you got. That's what Brenda Gant says. If y'all ever want some like good Southern recipes, she's a good one to, she's on Facebook. And I think she's on there like every single day too. So what is y'all's favorite Christmas dish to make? Like if you're having a family gathering, they're asking you to bring, what are they asking you to bring? I think mine would be my apple crisp. My husband, they always ask my husband to bring the mac and cheese. I dropped that lid again. And let's see. Noelle, what is your favorite Christmas dish?
Your biscuits.
Huh?
Your biscuits.
Oh, okay. Noelle likes when I make homemade biscuits. My granny, y'all probably heard that story before, but my granny could throw down in the kitchen. Well, I would say breakfast was my granny's specialty. And my pawpaw would eat her biscuits with, I don't know, so what he would do is he'd break up a biscuit, like, and throw it on a plate. And then he would take sorghum syrup and butter and mix it in until it kind of blended in. And, okay, there we go. And then he would, like, mix the biscuit all together with the sorghum syrup. And so, but then my granny realized that she could get 5 biscuits from a can. And we were all disappointed. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands again. And we're going to throw this into the oven. Okay. Sorry. Gotta get the paper towel. Okay, we're gonna throw these into the oven for about 12 minutes. Set a timer for 12 minutes.
For how long?
12 minutes. Okay.
12 minutes. Counting down.
All right, so now these beautiful sausage balls are going to go in the oven for 12 minutes. While we do that, I'm going to tell you about what's coming up in the royal world. Move this back over here. Made a mess. Clean this up. So yeah, let's talk about what's going on. We are doing Christmas in July. It is crazy to think we are August, September, October, November, December, 5 months away from Christmas. That is crazy talk to me. But we're there. So, Nancy and I had a really fun idea. We are going to, for the next 5 months, I've already got one coming. We are going to make Christmas gifts that you can give to other people. So they're going to be homemade Christmas gifts that you can give your friends and your family and co-workers, or however you want to do it. But they're going to be really thought out and really good gifts. So a couple years ago, when I went to my husband's company Christmas party, the lady, the wife, she gave away to everyone. She gave homemade vanilla out. Well, I was like, oh, that is such a good idea. And it was like the second week of December, I think it was. So I went home and I was like, that would be such a good gift to give, like, my mom, my sister, my mother-in-law, homemade vanilla. Well, then I looked it up and it was like, you have to start this process 5 months in advance. And I was like, dang it. So we are going to do that. Hold on, I'll give you the details on that. And the details on that are also going to go out in our email this Friday. So let me look at this really quick. So the homemade vanilla, which is very, very easy to make. You just have to start the process early. We are going to do that on, oh yeah, I did this on July 24th, because that's exactly 5 months from Christmas Eve, I mean. So that way it'll give you a little time, and your vanilla will be ready. I found some cute little bottles on Amazon, and it has like really pretty labels already done. So we will send that out in the email too. So if you want to purchase those from Amazon, you're more than welcome. Or if you want to like save your own bottles, however you want to do it, you do it the way you want to do it. But we're going to do that. Okay, so let's start from today. So today is sausage balls. Tomorrow is the Zoom for Mount Rushmore. If you're going to Mount Rushmore with us, there's a Zoom call tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, no. There is not. We're talking about it tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just... Okay, sorry. Next, X the Zoom call, okay? On Wednesday and Thursday, we are doing Christmas in July selling shows. Nancy's doing those. So she's going to do half on Wednesday, half on Thursday. And those are 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. So on both days. 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Okay. And those are all about Christmas. Sunday, coming up this Sunday, is book club. I know it's usually during the week, but I'd have stuff to do every night on the weekdays in the month of July and in the month of August. So book club will be on Sunday for the next few months. Sorry about that. That's the only day I could do it. So book club on Sunday, we are reading, and even if you haven't read it, it's okay. You just want to come join. We are discussing the book Armed and Dangerous. It's a comedy kind of mystery. And we're doing that at 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to do that via Zoom. Next, I know I'm giving y'all a lot of information, but you can always go back and look at this. We have the royal calendar. We also send out emails weekly and has all this stuff on it. But if you have any questions, let me know. My husband was calling me. Or any of that kind of stuff. Okay. Next. So on July 21st, we're continuing our line dance classes with Helen. Helen is coming to Dollywood. She is going to do a class in Dollywood. So go ahead and start learning those dances. She taught a new one last week. We're really excited about that. Or last month, I'm sorry. But be learning those dances. If you miss it, don't worry. It's on our YouTube channel. We send out the link, so you shouldn't. Make sure you watch that, kind of do those dances with Helen. It's on Zoom only because of the music. So next, like I said before, on July 24th is going to be our crafting club. We're going to make vanilla extract for Christmas. So y'all tell me, is that do y'all like the idea of us doing 5? Probably we'll do July, August, September, October. Hold on, why am I saying August, September, October, November, December? Okay, we'll do July, August, September, October, and November. We'll do 5 gifts, like nice gifts, that you can give out to your family members for Christmas, or your coworkers, or whoever, your neighbor, friends, however you want to do it. So we're going to do that. Tell me if you like that idea. Let me know. But our first one is going to be the vanilla extract. So that is going to be on a Thursday, July 24th, 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. No. It's going to be 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to do that. And we also are going to do bracelet making with Sharon. That's going to be on July 31st. That's a good gift to give out too. You will have to buy the kit for that. That's going to go up on the website. We'll have more details coming about that soon. But those times are going to be 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern. So we have lots. This was a really popular thing when they went, a really popular item when they went to Alaska. So we're going to do that. So, and it's really pretty. I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but they'll come out. Okay, so that's what we have going on in Christmas in July. Of course, the live shows will continue. But as far as the Christmas in July feel, that's what we have going on in Christmas. Okay, so next we are going to, how many minutes do we have next? Hold on. How many minutes do we have left? We have 2 minutes left on our timer to try our sausage balls. Let me see what they're looking like. Oh no, we got more time than that. We got a few more minutes. So maybe what we'll do, instead of keeping y'all on, do y'all want to see what they look like, or do y'all just want me to come back? Or I can keep just talking. I can just keep talking. I can show things on the website. We have some cool new items on the website, so let me show you those. We have, and I just did a graphic for this. I don't know if y'all have seen this yet, but the Bethany butterfly hat. Look how cute that is. That would be really cute in Dollywood. $14.99. That's the Bethany Butterfly Gemstone Cap. Let's see what else we have. Now, we also have a purple, sorry, and a pink gemstone hat. Like if you want a little bit more bling around in the butterfly to be a little bit smaller, there's that hat. And that also comes in pink. Look how cute that is. And let me see, one more thing. The cowgirl, if you're going to Dollywood, this would be cute. Oopsies. The Cowgirl Up t-shirt and the Sarah Cowgirl hat is really cute. Super blingy, super cute. Love. Okay. So my timer says it's done. It is not done. We got a few more minutes. Okay, what I will do is I will come back and take a picture. My daughter really, well, we can wait a couple more minutes. I think it needs like 2 or 3 more minutes. So do y'all have any questions? So our recipe was 2 cups Bisquick, 1 pound of sausage. I did a cup, almost 2 cups of cheddar cheese and milk. We blended all that together. We put it in little balls and we put it in the oven on 350 degrees for, we're gonna end up being like 14 or 15 minutes. But we wanna make sure everything is cooked really, really well. Yes, that's so good. So, okay, let me tell y'all about my weekend. So y'all can tell me a little bit about your weekend. This weekend was so like low-key. It was like a great weekend. We didn't do much. So Friday, what did we do Friday? No, what is your name? Noelle? What did we do Friday?
We went to cheer for that.
Oh yeah, so we drove, I'm a cheer coach. We drove all the way to cheer, and these pop-up storms, we practice outside. These pop-up storms kill me because if it starts to lightning, we have to go home. So we waited like 30 minutes there, started to lightning, we had to pack it up and go home. And then Saturday, what did we do Saturday?
Stay home.
Did we stay home?
And we did.
I went to Aldi. Noelle stayed at home. Noelle's a homebody.
Told me to go to his house.
Yeah, my son went to his girlfriend's house. I went thrift store shopping. Does anybody else like to go to the thrift store? Oh, these smell good, but they're still not done.
So good.
Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come back on. They're still not done. I think my oven actually cooks slower than most ovens. But what's crazy is we went to the thrift store and we were looking for a couple of like outfits. My daughter is a t-shirt and shorts kind of girl. And we were looking for a couple things that she could wear to church. And then my son doesn't care what he wears. And so he's 18. And so we were looking for a pair of jeans for him. And then kind of whatever else we just came across. So I don't know if y'all have ever shopped at American Eagle or anything like that. But their jeans are expensive. They're like $50. We found a pair of jeans, but it didn't have a tag on it. So he took it to the register, and they gave us those jeans for $1.99. $1.99. My daughter, like, I found these shorts for her, and they were $8. But a pair of American Eagle jeans, I was like, this is why we came. Anyways, my daughter does not like to go to the thrift store. She thinks it's gross. It grosses her out. She can't do it. But I love the thrift store. And I find all kinds of stuff at the thrift store, like office supplies. They have all kinds of stuff. You don't need to go. They will have, like, our thrift store has them in these like Ziploc bags up on the wall, and they'll have like Post-its, pens, markers, anything and everything that you can think of. They have. I mean, they have it on that. So I never buy like notebooks. People throw away like notebooks that have never been used. Like, they don't put the used ones out there, but I never buy notebooks because I find them at the thrift store. Anyways, okay. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I will post a picture of myself with the sausage balls. But thank y'all so much. Thanks for hanging out. We love y'all. Bye.